Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Thanks for tuning in to Larger Curves today. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring the bell on your way in. You guys know the routine. You know the routine. Okay? Well, it's Friday, the 17th day of November. You guys, how many days of the year are left? Let's see. Where's my nifty calendar? We need to recognize daylight savings time. There it was. That just happened on the 27th. And so then that means today is the, come on, Callie, calendar. November 20, today is Friday the 17th. Whoa! You guys, there's only 32 days left of the year. Whatever it is you need to do, you better get to it, y'all. You better get to it. 32 days left? A 2020 freaking 3? Y'all, who playing with time? Who is playing with time? You guys. I'm serious. You might think I'm kidding, but I'm serious. Who's playing with time? There's only 32 days left to 2023, you guys. So whatever it is that is on your mind, on your heart, you need to get to it. What you been praying for, y'all? Focus and get to it. You deserve it. 32 days left. Let's reach our dreams. But you know what we're here to reach today? Are the housewives. We are here to reach the housewives. You know why? Because the housewives are doing 3 much, y'all. They doing 3 much. And all the shows are on right now. I'm freaking excited. Let's see. So, you know me. I'm sorry. Your girl is different. Larger Curves. Thanks again for tuning in. Hope you share this video. I decided to hurry up and jump on here. And Mom's been busy doing her thing, you know. So I have felt like I was neglecting my curvies. And you know I hate feeling like that. So I decided to come on here and share my Friday morning with you before I take my kids to Peter Pan play later on. You know, I tried to make them go watch the Nutcracker, but they're like, Mom, that's sus. I'm like, you guys are so crazy. The Nutcracker is a classic, you guys. So they were like, oh, are we going to see a movie? I was like, yeah. It's Peter Pan, a new movie. But you guys, I don't watch TV except for the Housewives on Bravo, and they don't come with usual commercials, right? And so I thought it was like really a new Peter Pan movie was out. Just looking at this ad for us to go to this thing. You guys, it's a full-on Peter Pan play musical at a college. So my kids still have to go to a play. But at least it's all about boys living their best life with no adults, right? So I hope they like it. Let me see. Miss Bugs is in the house. Happy Friday, Miss Bugs. Good morning. Yes, a lot going on. All right. Oh, Emmanuel, Manny's TV. Manny, are you a mod? I need to make you a mod so you can drop your own leak, man. By the next time you come up in here, you're going to be a mod, dude. You will be a mod by the next time you come in here, so you can be sure to let my curvies know where to find Emmanuel's TV. Drop Manny's. I'm making myself a post-it. Drop Manny's mod wrench before next live, before end the day. Okay, so I made myself a note, Manny, to drop you a wrench before the end of the day so that you can drop your own freaking channel, because you are definitely a friend of the Curvies. And everybody be sure and go check out Emmanuel. You know, one thing I respect about Emmanuel is he gives his honest opinion. He's very thoughtful and kind, and he doesn't really try to tear people down when he doesn't. He's not all shady like that, right? He just gives and he's not really biased, you guys. You know, over here at Larger Curves, your girl is biased, okay? I am not afraid to tell you guys that, okay? Obviously, I'm biased because things are based off of my perception, off of my reality, and off of my experiences. And therefore, that's how I'm giving you my recaps, is from that perspective, which is all based off of a personal bias. You understand? So, yeah, I know. But Manny, thanks for being in the house today. Yes, time is flying. And did you notice that when you get to a certain month of a year, it's like the calendar goes in one of those things, those catapult things, and freaking Games of Thrones, where they would throw those oil balls at the freaking castle wall and try to, set the wall on fire or either knock a hole in it to make it fly through the air super fast and then hit it. That's what the freaking calendar did. Somebody put the calendars in a freaking catapult thing, and we're on hyperspeed to 2024, you guys. 32 freaking days. Yes, everybody say good morning. You only watch Potomac. Yes. Well, that's where we're going to start. So I hope that you appreciate that. And of course, Shay B. You guys, Shay B is so beautiful. Oh my God. Good morning, Shay B. Thanks for popping in. Me and Shay B, we were like, oh my God. She's like, where you been, girl? I was like, oh my God, I've been super busy. I've been in training for the last 2 weeks and all this stuff, but I'm going to go live soon. And here I am. Yes, we've been missing each other, right? Class starts in about 15 minutes. That's right. And then are you off next week? I hope so. So let's put this up. We're going to start with Real Housewives of Potomac real quick. Hopefully Emmanuel and Miss Bugs will appreciate this, because one of the other thing about Emmanuel is if you're not used to like all this wind in a recap, Emmanuel, he's great at doing like 10-minute recaps, you guys. We share a common thread though. We talk about what was important in the episode to us. We don't talk about everything, okay? So what was important in the episode of Real Housewives of Potomac to me is that Ashley's 5-head might be in her seaside cliff home, but it's still a 5-head in everybody else's business because she doesn't want to talk about her own. Anytime you ask her about anything about her family, you'd expect for all the room in her head to have an inkling of what is going on in her own life. However, leave it to Ashley. She's so oblivious. Her kids can even counter surf and she doesn't know it. Okay? Yes. So Ashley's still a mess. And I heard somebody else say, they were like, oh, Ashley got some money for the remodel and spent it on those new titties. Yes. What does she call her titties? Destiny and Diamond or Demi. You know, Demi means half, girl. That means your cup is half full. Why would she call that thing Demi? Demi. It's like that literally means half. She was trying to bite off Wendy's style with happiness. At least that goes together. Happiness. Together it's happiness. Demi, what does she name? I don't even remember what she named her titties, but it didn't make sense. It was like Demi bra. And that's like half full bra. And I'm like, oh, Demi Diamond. That's like half diamond. You know I'm all into etymology, you guys. Demi is half and diamond is a mineral, but that is less precious than a ruby, okay? And yeah, I said it because I know my minerals. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think that was a great investment? Was tits for Ashley? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. Her little house seems cute. They did not show us the outside front though. I thought that was really interesting. They're only showing us the back of her house. Now I have not seen a front shot of Ashley's house yet. Anyway, so Ashley's getting ready for the girls to come over. And another reason Ashley's already on my nerves is because I'm pretty sure she's playing in our faces, you guys. You know how Ashley is, okay? Yes, only the back half. Mademoiselle H is in the house. Right on. Thanks for coming through. Bonjour. Yes, Shay BC, we peep game. They love showing the grandeur of the houses these ladies live in if they're grand most of the time. And even if they're not, like, okay, like Garcelle's house, we're going to cross over there. Her house isn't grand. She can see into her neighbor's windows when she's using the bathroom. but it's a nice house, and they show us the entire house. I don't know if they're trying to be shady, showing her backyard all up against the mountain and the front of her house so close and looking in the other people's houses. I don't know if they're being shady, but we have not seen Ashley's house. And then what else did they show us? They showed us Giselle and her fake man for the season. Her and her fake man, because that guy Luke had already made it very apparent there was no romantic thing going on with him and Giselle. They were just friends. When all this came down the pike last year, you guys, he had already, because he was flirting with a bevy of other beauties in Bravo land. And he's like, oh, he was like, he laughed it off. Oh no, we're just friends. We're just friends. And now they're over there cooking with each other. So they must have came to some kind of mutually beneficial agreement, in my opinion, that you come on my show, we'll make my kids vomit in their mouth, and we'll make all the people in the viewership land have to inhale this gas that we're lighting them with, because we are not together. There's nothing to see here, folks, because we are talking about Giselle after all. We're literally talking about Giselle. Let me rent a man, Bryant, steal a man, Bryant, leave a man, Bryant. I don't have a man, Bryant. And I want to talk about your bona fide relationship, man, Bryant. Yeah, that's the same lady we're talking about. So I'm not even believing that dude is into Giselle. And I don't believe that when they were in that class and she pretended to freaking open her legs wide, that she does that with Luke. Not at all. I hope you guys are not buying it. I hope you're not. And if I get proven wrong, like I always say, then I'm proven wrong. But at this point, my perception is that's BS. Okay. So, but Giselle is going around telling everybody that she had a intervention. I'm doing air quotes because it wasn't an intervention. She has more of an intervention with other people's marriages than with her own best friend. That was just a I need a moment scene, because everybody tells me that we were wrong for going behind the paywall. So now I have to act like I'm against you. So I'm going to bring it up on the show because we took it behind the paywall last year and almost got fired for it. And so we have to act, I have to bring you over here and try to act like I'm holding you accountable, because we're playing in these people's faces and it's apparent. And we got called in the room by Andy for going behind a paywall for what people pay for their Bravo subscription for. Yeah, that's all that was. She don't care. And Robin don't care. And we know Juan don't care. And you know what? When people get that kind of indifferent, us as viewers, we don't appreciate it. We're taking our time from our life, which is money. Our time is money too. And not just because we're paying for their commercials. Our time is literal money in our life. Right? So we're taking away from time with our family, time with our money, time to be doing other stuff, to watch these reality shows full of gaslight, smoke and mirrors, and nothingness. And then when one comes, gives us dust. Robin's not giving us really anything, you guys. Since she's been on the show, she's just been Giselle's minion. They've literally been the green-eyed bandits since her and Juan been I'm married, I'm not married, I'm living in the room, I'm tired of you sleeping, I'm at the laundromat with the hose, and you don't care and I don't care, because I know you know that we don't care about each other, lady. I already told the people in season 2 that if the kids weren't here, I would not be here, Robin. But you spent all my money. I didn't have nowhere to go, and so I had to come over here. That's what I think. So Robin's playing in our faces, Giselle's playing in our faces, and Ashley's playing in our faces. So they're the trio of playing in our faces. Karen gave Mia dust. And Mia deserves dust. You know, Mia's the kind of person that she's like, oh, at least I own it. No, you don't really own anything. You owe Wendy an authentic apology. I'm not with all these freaking geriatric heifers with children of their own, especially Black children who in this world you better keep your hands to yourself, or there's a nice warm jail cell for you someplace, on top of catching a case and a fine. But on these shows, these black women don't know how to keep their hands to themselves? Really? Really, Mia? You would have been just fighting a regular hoe in the street, Mia? Really, Mia? You would have been throwing water in everybody's face, Mia? Really? And then Mia's going to come with Erica Pat Her Puss Jane's excuse for her abhorrent behavior last season was because she was mixing drugs and alcohol. Yeah, Bravo's favorite kind of people. Cons, racists, and dope fiends, you guys. Crackheads and dope fiends. I mean, if this isn't a PSA for don't mix liquor and alcohol, they need to do a disclaimer on this show for half of these freaking housewives and their behavior. It could be triggering for some people to just hear about drinking and taking drugs for an entire season of 16 episodes in front of your viewer's face, you guys. Where's the responsibility? Where is it? I don't appreciate that they just get to throw that out there without the education to the masses on it. You're just going to throw it out as an excuse, not take accountability for your freaking behavior. And then we're just supposed to move on because you decided you spent enough of G's money to make his family step in. And now you guys are broke. And they're waiting for you to hightail it out of his life so that they can give him access back to the family money because it's you, Mia. Mia, you're the cause of this. And then, oh my God, Mia is classic. How you gonna come in this woman's new house? Because Mia went to Ashley's house from her rented apartment that they had to downsize to because they're living hand to mouth right now because there's no money coming in. Yeah. And she's like, your house isn't by the sea. Yeah, your house is an apartment, bitch. How about that? How about that? And then Karen paid Mia dust, says they need to work on their relationship. But she did sit down with Mia later and let her know exactly what she did. And of course, Mia, in her I take accountability, but really I don't, didn't really understand why they couldn't just move on right this second, because that's what she's ready to do. But I'm appreciative of the cadence that Karen is controlling in that relationship, because Mia is a fake one. And if she'll make her husband lose all his money, move on to the next man before anything is settled, all on TV for her kids to see what kind of woman she is. Okay, Mia. Okay, Mia. Okay, Mia. We see you. We see you. And she's committed to this new guy she's been telling people, okay? She's been telling people she is committed to the new guy. Then we have Candace. Candace was on tour this episode pretty much. She didn't get a lot of airtime, did she? They did a scene where she wasn't getting invited to the party, but she had to go sing someplace anyway. But that's another reason I think Ashley's playing in our faces. Okay, we're going to cross Housewives shows now. Remember, Salt Lake City, Angie's husband didn't want Meredith in their house because she was allegedly spreading the rumors. And that's why Meredith wasn't invited to Angie's house, but she also had the Glad thing to go to. So it ended up working out perfectly, right? But on Potomac, you know, they're famous for trying to control who they film with and trying to get people fired by not filming with them. Cough, cough, Giselle. And now it's spreading to Ashley. And last season, Robin didn't invite Wendy to something. That's what I'm saying. These three hoes are so freaking tacky. I mean, I just want some housewives that get along. That get along. This isn't the formula Housewives shows, you guys. The formula for these years has turned and has morphed into some pretty ladies getting on the show that don't fit the requirements, like Candace said. Is literally called the Housewives of City. The Housewives of City. So that by title alone infers that there's a credential involved. There's a qualification that you should have to be in front of me on this show. Or else you could just call it the people of this fucking city. The ladies of the night of the city. That's what they should call it. Harlots of Salt Lake City, Harlots of Potomac, Harlots of Beverly Hills, and Harlots of Miami. If you're just gonna let anybody on. How about that? Why call it a housewife show? Why not bridesmaids? Why not, I used to be a housewife? Because they know that the word housewife is something that's going to get us in there based off of the formula that they presented to us at one time of housewives living and doing their life in a community together. Right? But now you don't need credentials. You just need a case pending. You need to be a con with the feds looking into you. You need to have racist tendencies without a scrubbed freaking Instagram or Twitter post. And you need to have what? What? All the Botox you can handle and a fake relationship. That's the qualification. So it's kind of like bait and switch, you guys. It's bait and switch. They should not get to use the word housewife if they're going to come back and say Candace is stupid for thinking that there's a qualification to be on a housewife show called being a housewife. You guys, Candace is the smartest one in the room most days. And that was a true statement. There's a qualification. You should be a housewife to be on this show. You shouldn't just get to be a messy, pretty girl who hasn't had a long-term relationship in 12 years, Giselle. You shouldn't get to be playing house in our face, Robin, and then get married off screen after we've been waiting with you for all these years for you to marry this man that we've been rooting for you, except for that it's fake. We know it's fake. That's why you took it off camera and went and had the ceremony. Because they're fake. I'm not with this fake. If you guys notice, the world, there's a lot of things being revealed in the world right now. P. Diddy trying to change his name to Love to get ahead of what Cassie was about to do. Look, you guys. And then we have Wendy. Wendy is finding herself. I love Wendy. Find yourself, woman. I love it. Go for it. I think it's so authentic for Wendy, the married housewife with a real relationship and family, to admit that she did everything in her life to a certain date for her parents to make them proud. And now she's to a point in her life where she is all about making herself proud and finding out what she's into. What is Wendy like? That's what she's doing. And people act like it's stupid for people to go through self-discovery at any age. Come on, you guys. Come on. Let's be intellectually honest here. We're all going through a form of self-discovery. No matter what age, we're all always going through a form of self-discovery. Nobody knows it all. And Wendy's the only one willing to admit it. Everybody else on that show acts like they got it together. And want to be like, oh, she's doing this. She's doing this. She's just throwing spaghetti to the wall. How about y'all go throw some spaghetti to the wall and live your dream too? How about that? How about it? Instead of knocking her for doing it, you sit here and worship Giselle, Ashley, and Robin, and then you're going to knock Wendy? You need to get your life together. You need to get your life together, y'all. I appreciate Wendy. And then we have a new housewife. Her name is Nneka. And she's Nigerian also. And leave it to Ashley to know another Nigerian who she wants to treat nicer than Wendy for some reason. And then she wants to sow dissent between the two Nigerians and then blame it on the alcohol. Okay? I wasn't with that. And that's just more of Ashley's 5-head mess. She should have got a forehead reduction instead of a breast augmentation. I think they should have just cut a little line on her forehead, pulled it down like they did on Teresa's just a little bit, sew it back up, give her some bangs for a season, and she could have left the Demi and Diamond at the office because she didn't need those, and they just look so fake, and they don't go with her hips. Or maybe she could have got a little extra hip to make it look proportionate, but she does like a certain type of man, and those certain type of men usually do love big boobs and don't really care about your butt unless it's a man's butt that they want to grab without your permission, and then pretend like the lady who says that so-and-so told her that you sleep with him specifically for sex is the problem. But we just watched you have to go to court, sir, because you grab other men's butts without their permission or consent, sir, which is a form of sexual assault, sir. But the black lady saying something to you is what you need to sue. Just more racist behavior. And Ashley's brainwashed by the colonizer. Yep, she looks cheap. Okay, let me see. So that's pretty much Real Housewives of Potomac. I was just talking about what the ladies did that stood out to me. And I'm looking forward to see. I hope Nika and Wendy are able to see the mess that Ashley's causing. And by the time the reunion comes, are in solidarity against that 5-headed hoe. Okay? That's what I hope. Mademoiselle says, Ashley lies. First, she said the house was up in an LLC. Okay, yes, Mademoiselle, I'm glad you brought this up. It's just more of the freaking what Ashley does as to why we can't trust her ass. We cannot trust Ashley. You know why? We can't trust Ashley because she lies like Mademoiselle. First, she said the house was in an LLC. Then when she was by herself with us, she said Michael's name was on the mortgage. Then when she gets in front of Giselle and Robin and the other ladies, she says her name's the only name on the deed. You guys, Ashley needs to stop pretending to be the smartest one in the room and go talk to somebody with some sense and listen to them. But she's brainwashed by Michael. She loves being under him, literally. She loves the hierarchy in their relationship and has no problem with having to play out that hierarchy until her kids are 18. She loves it. She loves being Darby's Barbie, Massa's wench. That's what Candace said a long time ago, and that's how she's playing her role, allegedly. Smack to you. What's good? Happy Friday. Yes, Shay B. Sheila Mack. That's what's up. What's good? I'm glad to see you. Yes, I was right about something. I'm pretty sure. Right? How about that? Exactly. Aaron D. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Yes. Ashley just looks cheap now. Yep. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, now let's move on to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. All right. Okay. Now, I did not do the premiere. I didn't do the second show. And this is the third show. So this might be a pile up too. So let's start with the new girl. She's not real interesting to me. I wanted her to be. I don't even remember what she said. Basically, the new girl, the new black girl, is what Crystal was for Crystal's first 3 seasons. Oh yeah, there's this girl named Crystal. That's how I feel about the new girls so far. Oh yeah, there's this new girl on the show. I forget she's in every scene, whatever scene she's in. Don't remember it. Erica, Pat the Puss, Jane. Come on, ladies. Come on. Here's another show full of lies and deception. I mean, if you're on Ozempic, just say you're on Ozempic. Don't be a lush for 12 seasons, allegedly. And then all of a sudden say, oh, I just decided to stop drinking. No, if you drink while you're on Ozempic, you projectile vomit. That's what happens. You cannot drink and beyond Ozempic because they counteract each other and make you physically, volatilely ill, okay? So for all these, you had to pry the alcohol out of their hand for seasons. For seasons, their eyes were glassed over because they were inebriated and taking prescription pills. And all of a sudden, everybody's on a health kick in Beverly Hills, and the thigh gaps are out of this world, and you can see every layer of muscle in the person, along with some bones and tendons, and you can see every freaking vein in their neck and forehead. That's Ozempic. Kyle's been on the show for 28 years, struggling with her weight. Never got it under control until Ozempic, in my opinion. Erica Platypus James looking a lot like Skeletor, you guys. Eat a cheeseburger, lady. That doesn't look very healthy to me, but some people they say the skinnier the better. Hey, I've always been more pushing for the cushion, and even though your girl just lost 45 pounds, I'm still a curvy girl, and I'm not planning on ever getting the thigh gap. I'm not planning on ever getting to so little meat on my thighs that when my husband's between them, he leaves with bruises. I'm not trying to get freaking bruises on my hips because I don't have any padding. Eat something, ladies. Crystal's looking great and natural. Garcelle's looking great and natural. And Sutton's always been thin. It's not Ozempic. That's just Sutton's frame. But Erica and Kyle, and I don't know, I was even starting to think Dorit was something. She might be on some smeglititude or some Ouija boy and not the straight Zempic, because I think she could still drink, right? So, yeah. But specifically with Ozempic, thank you. Specifically with Ozempic, you cannot drink. Anyway, so Erica is learning how to have compassion. Now that scene, Erica is playing in our faces too. Dorito finds something to whine about for the entire season, every freaking season. She finds something to grab onto like a dog with a bone and won't let it go, even though they have a number of conversations to let it go and move on. She'll bring it up again and again and again in a myriad of accents, if you will. You don't really know which Dorit you're going to get from which continent. You really don't know until she opens her mouth and starts giving you unnecessary details. Yeah, when Dorit starts talking, you literally are looking for some Gorilla Glue tape. So you can put it on those lips of hers and hope you don't snatch out her little implant things when you rip it off later. Because she's not usually saying anything that we want to hear. She just likes to hear her accents. But Erica went and sat down with Garcelle. She's making rounds because Lisa Rinna is off the show. And why is Lisa Rinna off the show? Because she was a box troll, you guys. She was just a box troll. And as it turns out, you can't be a box troll and a housewife. So she had to go. And as it turns out, she loves it. She hasn't been happier in her whole life. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. I know I'm thrilled to not have to witness the energy of Erica Jane and Lisa Rinna again. That was really hard to watch. They were such the mean girls. It was like full on Heathers with those two, okay? And Heathers did not end well for the Heathers, okay? Or for the people they was messing with. So let's see. But Erica, she has a show in Vegas. She's trying to learn how to be sympathetic. And Dorito went to Erica and she's like, oh, you really hurt me when we were at BravoCon. you really, really hurt me when you said that my marriage wasn't going to last. And look, all these stories are coming out that her and PK are going to divorce because he broke and she's on to the next billionaire. Allegedly. But Erica turned to Dorit and said, I gave those people what they wanted. That's what she said. So that means in that statement right there, Erica let us know that she plays in people's faces, acts on demand to tell people what they want to know and what they want to hear so she can appear to be a good showman, right? So she basically said that she was a good showman. So she was acting, is what she said. That's my translation of being a good showman, giving the people what they want and performing for them. Those were her words. So that is the same thing as what Erica is doing with this, pretending that she has freaking empathy all of a sudden, that she has compassion all of a sudden. Erica knows she got bad press. And Erica don't need bad press, right? Because we all saw her as a freaking greedy monster because she told us and America in every country it's getting a replay in to F fire victims and orphans, and she only cared about herself. She said it a number of times. With all the balls she could drop, she she sprouted balls to tell us that she did not give a F about orphans, burn victims, anybody but herself. She was yelling at Crystal. She was yelling at Garcelle. She was yelling at Sutton. Remember? It was really hard to watch, you guys. Sebastian, I know you're between classes. I'm going to stop here. What do you have to add?
I'm in between classes. I have another class in like a whole hour and 30 minutes. But it's
right on.
So
you want to go back to Potomac, or you want to go into the we're on Beverly Hills right now. We haven't got to Salt Lake or Miami yet.
The thing is, the fact that there's 4 Housewives shows plus Married to Medicine streaming, I can't catch up on all of them at once.
Me neither. It's hard.
Yo, I'm like, because I'm always catching the replays. I can't catch up them all. I really can't. Because we have Potomac on Sundays, we have Salt Lake on Tuesdays, we have Miami on Wednesdays, we have Beverly Hills on Wednesdays. I haven't caught up to Beverly Hills. I don't even think I watched the second episode of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to it. I watched everything yesterday while I was cleaning my house. I just couldn't.
I watched Salt Lake. I've watched Potomac. I've watched Miami. But Beverly Hills, I have to catch up because I like Beverly Hills because Garcelle's there.
Right. Well, tell me what your thoughts were for Potomac so far.
Potomac, Potomac is good. No one can take that away. It's so good. Yes. Potomac is probably becoming better. It's better than Atlanta currently. And I'm kind of upset that Robin was still brought back as a full housewife.
Me too. I wanted her punished.
I wanted her punished. Like, she made the general public go behind a paywall so we could listen to her story. Meanwhile, she gets paid to share her life with us on TV.
Yeah. Right.
And I thought that was wrong. Candace is on great things. I think she's having issues with her tour thing and stuff like that. But hopefully those all resolve soon because I kind of do like Candace. It's just her behavior sometimes is just disgusting. I love Ashley too, but Ashley's just like Candace. Her behavior sometimes, the youngins on this show, they're
too much, right?
They're too much and everything, but they're necessary for the show. We need Ashley and Candace, and I feel like Potomac is probably a good example. Potomac and Miami represent each other very well. They have older casts, they have middle in between, and they have younger ones, and that's exactly how Miami's set up as well.
Right.
We have exactly. So I think that's what probably makes them great compared to
they have like a a nice range. You're right.
A
On
nice
Beverly
balance.
Hills,
Like if geriatric gang is not gonna bring in some heat, the youngins will bring in someone. Bring in
right?
some heat. So I like everyone on Potomac except Giselle and Robin. I find it weird. Giselle and Robin I find always shady and weird. But I like Ashley. I like Wendy. I love Wendy. I
I
like
do too.
Karen.
So
I
what do
like
you? Let's stop on Wendy for a minute. What do you love? Like, to me, it's so oddly authentic for on these shows where the people usually already have it together, and then we're seeing them continuing having it together. Wendy came on in a form of together, admitted that her form of together was all for her parents, and now she's trying to find
her
herself.
own self. And I
Yeah,
feel like
I
that
love
connects
it.
to a lot because this is the thing, a lot of immigrants, they don't really like the children of immigrants most of the time.
Hi,
And
Tony. I love
if
you.
Emmanuel is listening or whatever, he's probably going to agree with me. Those children of immigrants, most of the time, they don't tend to have their own dreams. They mostly try to live for the dreams of their parents, of what their parents
Yes.
didn't achieve, but they live it through them. And I felt like that was what mostly I made me like Wendy from when she came, is
Mm-hmm.
because when she came onto the show, because I believe if this is the Wendy that was Wendy when she was 18, I don't think Wendy would have been a political commentator. I really don't. I don't think
Right.
Wendy would have had a doctorate degree. I don't.
Right.
I don't
Right.
think she would have been a college professor. I do think Wendy would be something else.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well,
but
isn't that beautiful though? Let's just acknowledge how in some cases the influence of your elders taking you down a certain path might not be exactly what you needed, but she's part of a 1% doctorate holder. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because they pushed her to that high of a plateau. So
yes. And the thing is,
kudos to that.
that's also like in the case of, and I know you don't like her, but it's just the truth. Alexia.
No,
Alexia
I like Alexia. I'm warming up to Alexia. Like, okay, so I was just saying how Erica is playing in our faces by pretending that she's being compassionate and learning empathy. No, she knows she got bad press. She's just doing that. On Alexia, though, while Alexia might have got a little bad press last season, I really do feel like, because you making me see the good in Alexia, the Frankie thing. That has to be a good-hearted woman, period, to even like deal with Frankie. She could have put him in a home or anything else. She makes Frankie her life. And I love that about her, period. And for her to also be backing off of Marisol this season is great for my view on Alexia, because it lets me see her as her own person now. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
like I feel like Alexia's more
Alexia, like
fun without
water slide.
without Marisol. I feel like
Yeah.
Alexia's more independent and
And
more
fun. She's
fun
so
without
much fun.
Alexia.
Remember
And
last season, Alexia got on the water slide with the ladies and was having so much fun before Marisol came with her dark cloud on that trip.
and I know people want to say Alexia reminds me of Teresa. No, don't. I love Teresa as well, but don't do Alexia like that. Alexia is very well educated. Don't do Alexia like that. She brings like she has this thing about the
Me too, Shay.
it's probably because she's gone through a lot, and I feel like she can resonate with the general public in terms of like humility, because like a lot of people suffer with that, where they have their children go through deep sicknesses and deep traumatic issues. Like,
yeah,
Frankie wasn't gonna make it. Doctors told her that Frankie was not. He wasn't gonna make it, but he did. Thank God, but he did. Because I don't know, in my culture, the loss of a child is like, oh, if you can overcome the loss of a child, you can overcome anything, basically.
Right.
So it's very great that Alexia's life is like this. And I am gonna say this, Curves, I know you love Adriana. I was loving her, but what she did Adriana, Larsa, what they've done this past episode was completely no.
Okay, look, I went back and I watched. Okay, whoa. Okay, so okay. I didn't. What Larsa did was real messed up.
What Larsa did was
I'm just trying to keep in a little order.
It was a bitchy move. You can say it. It was bitchy.
Yeah.
What she did.
That was so disgusting. Larsa is just, and that's exactly why Gertie knows what Gertie knows. She knows fake from a mile away. And Larsa is the fakest one in the room. She's the fakest. Did you hear that Larsa got mad at old boy because he had pictures in his phone of Julia, and then she got mad at Julia and said Julia was trying to seduce Marcus?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, you do know Julia's bisexual. She's clearly made that aware that she likes both men and women.
But she's so in love with Martina Navratilova right now. She would never, in the middle of Martina's
No, I don't think she would do that.
cancer thing, go over to Marcus.
Double, and Martina has two cancers at once.
That's what I'm saying. She would never do that. But Larsa is so. Okay. You know how like it takes the systems of white supremacy in order for white supremacy to last? It's like it takes the fakeness on Larsa in order for Larsa to exist. And so she just is either putting her fakeness in your face and comparing it to your realness, and then gets mad at you because you're the realer than her. Same with Gertie. She thinks that saying, what? She was trying to make such a moment on Gertie's back. What, you want me to cry too? You want me to cry too? How do you know? Like, people go around telling other people they have cancer without going to the doctor unless you're Kim fucking Zolciak.
How do you know, Gertie? How do you know?
Now, I would have never shared that with her.
You know what?
Gertie should have got up and left when she had the chance, because
Gertie was about to.
And I wish she would have, instead of get sucked in by those fake lips again.
But I feel like, when you're going through that type of health thing, I feel like that's when you're supposed to, like, you start to warming up, and because these diseases were death. You start to warming up, and you gotta accept everything. So I feel like that's why she stayed.
Mm-hmm.
But if it wasn't for that, she would have gotten up and left. And I feel really bad for Gertie. And you know what? I look at Marisol differently. You heard when Marisol heard that Gertie had cancer, Marisol was in tears. She was like, "Oh my God!"
I did. I saw
all
that.
My friends are dropping.
She immediately started crying.
She really does like Gertie. I think Marisol really does like Gertie. I think Larsa is probably the only one that doesn't.
But she hates Kiki.
No, Marisol likes Kiki. Marisol always hangs with Kiki. Marisol's always with Kiki, even off camera.
Wait, so who's mad at Kiki all the time?
It's what's her name? What's her name? The one that's getting a divorce. What's her name?
Who's getting a divorce?
Lisa.
Oh, Lisa Hochstein?
Yeah, she's the one who don't like Kiki that much.
I thought they were fast friends. No, somebody on this episode. Okay, my bad. Okay, let me go back to Beverly Hills real quick, and then we're going to go to Salt Lake City, because Beverly Hills won't take long. The new girl, I can't remember her. She's basically Crystal this season. Don't remember when she's in the room. She's like, "Where's Waldo?" Oh, there's the new girl. And then Erica, Pat the Puss Jane, playing on her faces, been to acting class, knows that she needs to try to make amends on a global scale to look like she has a modium of compassion and empathy. So then she goes to somebody and she's like, "How do you get empathy, bitch? If you made it to 60 and are just now thinking about empathy," now that type of self-discovery is bullshit. You know what empathy is, because you didn't want your son on the show because he was empathizing with whatever he had going on, that you didn't want that exposed. But now all of a sudden you need to learn empathy for burnt kids? Whatever, lady. Bye. Dorito. Her and this Pretty Woman thing. "Oh, PK, where's my Beverly Hills bronzer? Oh, I have such PSTDD because my purse got stolen and the robbery, and everything's just triggering, and I'm still holding on to all the arguments from last year." And did you notice how Dorit gives herself permission to not be over anything? But as soon as Garcelle, the melanated goddess of Beverly motherfucking Hills, Dorito has racist tendencies, you guys. Dorito has racist motherfucking tendencies. I have my allegedly thing up because it's allegedly, in my opinion, she only talks to Garcelle with the amount of disdain and control that she tries to do. She's always talking down on her. She always hijacks her emotions and tries to make it that as soon as Garcelle is anything but an angry woman, that, oh, it's hurting me because you're sad. It's hurting me because you're upset. It's hurting me, bitch. You need to go get a freaking race coach so that I can tolerate to see you talk to people with melanated skin, because her tone immediately changes. Garcelle sat in that room and said, I really don't really feel safe with my family, talking about my family to you guys because of the laughing thing. Dorito starts ruining Doritos for everybody by breathing all heavy, rolling her eyes, making it about her. Garcelle, really? It's been over a year. Just get over it. And in the scene before that, she was crying to PK about how she still has PTSD because she let the people take her purse without calling the police. Please. So Garcelle needs to get over these racist fucks affecting her relationship with her son, which in episode 1, Garcelle's son sat her down at the beach and said, Mom, I needed you 2 years ago. You weren't there, Mom. I raised myself. I don't really need you for a mom anymore because when I needed you, you weren't there. And what happened 2 years ago, you guys? All this stuff when they was cussing their kids out and the online bullying and all of that stuff. Yes. And Garcelle's attempt to not be the angry black woman because they reduce us to anger when you have a legitimate reason to cuss a bitch out. She's trying not to be mad, even when you have a right to be mad. And it cost her relationship with her son. So she tells these bitches, look, I don't feel safe with you guys because it's true. You guys didn't even apologize right. You told her she needed to get over it. She was reacting too hard. All of these little things are what people like to call microaggressions. And it's not a fucking microaggression. That's outright fucking racism. Allow us to express, emote, whatever. You sit down and STFU. Let me have my experience without you hijacking it and putting your white lady tears on my black tears. Oh, that scene had me raw. I was like, ugh. Every time. And then at the end of the scene, they were in the Sprinter van and they were arguing at Sutton. And because Dorito is unable to really argue with white girls, right? She immediately goes from arguing at Sutton and tells Garcelle, well, Garcelle, couldn't you have calmed her down? What did you do? Couldn't you have said this, that, and the other? Bitch! I was very triggered. Stuff like that triggers me, especially with the Palestine and the Congo and all these fucking colonizers running around telling black people how to live. Bitch. Hi, Corey.
Okay.
I agree with you. I feel as if that Garcelle is like, we have to give it to Garcelle because a lot of people would not tolerate the way she has been. A lot of people would not tolerate the way she's been treated on this show if they were in her shoes. A lot of people would have flipped out a long time ago. Probably would have put some hands up a long time ago.
Yeah.
If they were in Garcelle's place. Because Garcelle has dealt with so much on this show. The little microaggressions, the thing that she always has to be the one who fixes something. Is it because she's black?
Yeah.
Like,
because the subservient one owes it to the one that's over them to make amends, not reverse.
Right. She's the one who has to She's the one who has to converse with Sutton. She's the one who has to make sure Sutton's on her behavior. She's the one who has to make sure. It's just too much. Garcelle deals with a lot on this show, and you know what? I feel she's playing the long game. Now look at her. She's sitting in the front. Look at her. Kyle's in the middle, but Garcelle's on a stool. That shows you everything that you need to know. Garcelle's advancing a lot in her housewife journey.
She is playing her position very well.
She's playing her position very well. She's probably Andy Cohen's one of his favorites because they went to Paris together with Kyle, I think.
Yeah.
And Garcelle's doing very well.
Oh, the MSG makes food taste really good. They put MSG in Doritos. Have you guys been seeing the list of what's in American food that's not allowed in other countries?
Hello.
Like Heinz ketchup in everywhere else in the world has 8 ketchups and eight ingredients, including tomatoes.
And
And
did you
here in
know that
America-
the American body takes longer to decompose than another body due to the fact that we eat so much food with a lot of
Wow.
preservatives?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Corey.
Hey,
How
what's
are
good,
you?
Corey?
Aren't you at work?
No, I'm not at work.
You're between?
No. I'm off today.
Oh, right on. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
I said hi when you came on. So what are your thoughts? We did Potomac and Beverly Hills so far.
Potomac
Did you get a
is
chance to watch anything?
Yeah.
Potomac is doing good. Their ratings came out. They're doing very well.
The ratings are fine, but it's meh. It's meh. So we're gonna go over this. It's gonna be Dr. Wendy is gonna make her a condition of her friendship with Ashley is that she has to do the high school thing, and because I don't like this person, you can't be friends with that person. Yet no, we're grown.
Wendy did that.
She said when they sat in Ashley.
Oh, in that living room. That's what Wendy was giving that
room.
little ultimatum. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's just like, you just don't want your stuff to come out, because your stuff is coming. It's coming. Everybody gets a turn on the muckraking, merry-go-round, and it's your turn, Wendy. Your turn is coming. You just gotta suck it up and deal with it. And if you can last your turn, then that means you stay on.
And the thing is, people need to realize this. NECA, she lives in Potomac, and she was not supposed to be a housewife, y'all. She was supposed to be a friend of.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have to correct you. The son that sat on the beach and told Garcelle she wasn't there was not the one that was bullied for a year. He was
it was
sitting off
him.
to the side. No, it was not. The blonde one was the one. That
No,
got
it was
bullied
Jax,
last year.
not Jade.
No,
it was
Jax is the blonde.
No, that's Jade.
No, Jade is.
Corey,
Jade is the one that
Curbs,
was
pull up the Garcelle's page. I know Garcelle's kids very well. I know Garcelle very well.
The blonde one is the one that came up to Erica to get the flowers.
No, it was Jax who did.
The blonde one.
It was Jax who did.
The blonde one. Because all you got to do is rewatch it and see. It was the blonde one. Like, I'm trying to finish.
I swear,
I got to go in Walmart and fight these people over a turkey.
I agree.
It was the blonde one, and he was worried about his being with his girlfriend that day. He'd rather be with his girlfriend than at the beach with his mama and his depressed brother.
I'm looking. So if you Google right now, Jax, everybody in the chat, because this seems to come up every time my girl Corey comes up here, and me and Sebastian are of the same mind that it was the one that said, "Mom, I don't need you to be a mom anymore." That was the one. So I'm looking.
Okay, it was Jax. Type in Jax nylon, and you'll see whose face pops up.
With the
oh, because I put Jax Bouvet. What's his last
name?
No,
it's nylon. It's Nilon.
Jax nylon.
No, the blonde one is Jade.
It won't just give me either. Oh, yeah, when I put in Jax, look, I get both of them. It gives me both of them every time.
Go on Instagram then.
Okay, they have an Insta?
Mm-hmm. Jade is the one with the girlfriend.
Jax nylon.
Oh, I think he got rid of his Instagram because of everything. Oh, Garcelle posted them, and he had.
Jax?
They are twins, though.
Yeah, there's no picture of them just by.
I found it. Type in Jax Joseph Nylon, and you're gonna see a picture with him standing next to Garcelle, and Garcelle has a picture saying, "I love this boy" at Jax Nylon. He was the one that was cussed out.
Is it the one that said he was raised by himself?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. I could swear it was. Because I didn't think it was the wild-haired boy that went over there. It was the short-haired boy that got cussed out that night. Jax. It was Jax.
Jax is not blonde headed.
Can you text me it, and I'll try to pull it up on the thing, because we keep going back and forth, and a number of people go back and forth about it, but I know me and Sebastian have been saying the same thing, so I'm not super sure. Oh, when that boat capsized yesterday in the Bahamas and that lady passed, rest in peace. Oh my God. Just crazy stuff. The darker haired is more reclusive.
No, the darker hair is more overtly spoken. The blonde hair one is more reclusive one.
Oh, you sent it to me? Is it in my Instagram? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to share the screen, you guys. Does anybody in the chat have a thought on which one is which? Huh? Oh, there we go.
Because I've been following Garcelle for years.
Going into the gram. Ain't no ring on my finger. You ain't going on my gram. Yeah, that looks like the one. That's the one that told her at the beach. Okay, so here, I'm going to share my screen. Present. Share screen. Share screen. Window. Insta. Share. And reconfigure us. And remove the words. Let's see. So this is Jax, you guys. And that's the boy from the thing. That looks just like the guy from the thing. It says Jax. Yep. It does say that he's Jax. Let's see. So let's remove that. Put this back. Stop presenting. But what was your point, Corey?
Point is, he ain't the one.
Oh, he is. We debunked it.
Crazy.
We debunked it.
So, but what else about the episode? Anything? Huh? Is she there? We can't hear you, Corey. Look, Miss Kiki says no, it was the other one.
Okay, y'all are somehow getting the twins confused, and they're fraternal twins. They're not identical. It's not that difficult.
Let me go to Garcelle's page. Garcelle. Ooh. Okay. Okay, look, I found it. I found exactly what we need to prove that it's him, you guys. The one with the, so he said, the one that said he doesn't need her to raise him has the girlfriend now too, right?
He has a girlfriend now, but he didn't have her on the show at the time.
Okay, so here we
Show
go.
the Insta.
So we're going to go here. We're going to search for Garcelle. The one with the girlfriend is the one that said he didn't need her. And
No, wrong one. You're saying the wrong thing. The one with the girlfriend is Jade. Jax has a girlfriend now too. But
well,
he didn't
this
have
one
on the show.
This is Jax.
This is Jax. His girlfriend's name is
Jax.
His
See,
girlfriend's name
quality
is Sienna.
time with Jax Nyland. This is the one that said, "Mom, I raised myself." That's the one. And his name is Jax, and he's the one that said he raised himself. And he's the one that got cussed out by no panty wearing Erica Jane.
Yes, and then the next one, go hold on, go out.
So now I'm gonna go out and make this small.
That one with the dog
is Jaden. The one with the wild, crazy hair. Let me move us. The one with the wild, crazy hair is Jade. And he's the one that sat there and looked at the other one on the beach like, ooh, dude, you told mom what? Like, he's like, really? He's like, ooh, that was a burn, bro. Trying to make mom cry. He looked really kind of shocked that his brother said that.
He's the reclusive one. He's the reclusive one. He's not.
Yeah, the long hair is the shy one, and the short hair is the not shy one. And this one
and
is
slow down. You're going to see it more.
Okay, let's go down here.
Because he has a girlfriend now. The blonde hair one had one already. Her name is Ashlyn. If you go on his page, he clearly states that's his girlfriend, Ashlyn.
Garcelle's been looking good. I like her red hair, but I like it better when she does these waves, you guys. I like her hair with the little waves. Hair goes
better with Garcelle.
Yeah, when it looks straight, it looks very wiggy. When it's straight, it looks very wiggy to me. And I mean, we know it's a wig, but when it looks straight, like this looks like a Yaki wig from the beauty supply down on East 14th in Oakland. But when it has a wave, it looks like it's something better. Never apologize for being true to yourself. Oh my God. You know what else they did in this scene? Beverly Hills, you guys? She went and talked to Oliver and addressed the whole how he kissed Rachel thing. Now I need to talk about that real quick. Because I was like, here it is.
See, that's the one with his girlfriend Ashlyn. That's Jade. Jade Nylon. I'm tired of people getting them confused. They don't look different. They do look different. They each have their own personalities. Y'all keep getting them confused.
How cute. And then, yeah, they look different. When you look at them. Like he has a nice, I don't know. They look different to me. I think it's the hair for me along with everything else. But
the hair and the facial features are different. I think Jade looks more like Garcelle.
Here it is. Yeah, he has more. So Jack's jaw isn't as, you see how his jaw, he has that little cleft thing right there. And then if we go to his brother real quick. See how his brother's jaw is a little longer right there?
Exactly.
Yeah, there's slight differences, you guys. Hey, but I was just trying to make sure in my mind I was talking about the right one.
Corey was wrong.
Corey, you didn't have to leave because we debunked your theory. Please come back. Yeah. So in this episode, they go to Vegas. Garcelle and Sutton, best party planners of life, take their girl Crystal to Vegas, have the best time until Sutton didn't get a lap dance, you guys. And until Sutton had to get on the bull. Sutton is a quirky one. If she doesn't get a second date, her friends probably wouldn't go out with her a second time if there wasn't a camera around, because yeah, she's a lot to wrap your head around. And she does have, I don't know. I feel like she wanted everybody to run after her. And then when they did, she's like, well, it's not my fault. Everybody ran after me to come see what was wrong. No, that's what you wanted. That's what we had to do, was go check on our friend because you were trying to ruin the night because you didn't get a lap dance. Look, not everybody gets a lap dance at the show. But she did definitely ruin it. So they went and saw Jax. And when they went and saw Oliver, sorry. They went and saw Oliver at Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant because he's still working there. And in her confessional, she was saying that it was a kind of hard year for Oliver because he was filmed kissing Raquel and people didn't understand that he was separated, and they started to think differently of him for that. And I'm like, that brought me back to that damn Raquel Levis hoe. Now, all this time I've been like, poor Rachel, poor Rachel, poor Rachel. But this one thing right here, you guys, remember on the Vanderpump Rules, Rachel went to Oliver and was like, you should have told me you weren't separated. That was really wrong. And I wouldn't, remember vaguely, anybody who watches Vanderpump Rules? She went and literally chastised him, and she had been gobbling Tom Sandoval's dick, you guys. But went on TV to make this man be the culprit in the thing because of that. And I feel like they need to go back and revisit that. And on the TV platform where they maligned his character, they need to make it clear that she was a hoe and that he was separated. You know what I mean? Because it did kind of leave the thing that he was just a philandering, womanizing, I'll kiss whoever's mouth is open and screw whoever's left man. And that wasn't really the case. And I don't appreciate them putting that jacket on him. And he didn't even have nothing to do with all of that hoism over there. Oh, look, Corey's back. Corey! Did you see the pictures, Corey? Okay. Okay, so let's see. So Jax was the one. Googled it. It was Jax. Yep, now you got it. I wish I knew the dark. I wish she would
go dark brown or black. Garcelle's wig.
Oh, on the hair. Yeah, well, she had done the dark brown hair the first couple of seasons, and she did a big reveal when she did this red wig, like it was her real hair getting dyed. It's like you can't change it to blonde next week. I don't know. There's a sneak peek where we'll see him. I have to reassess life right now because of the confusing twins, right? Well, we just got it straight. We just went on there. We got it straight. The short-haired one, Jax, long-haired one at the beach, Jaden. Jax got cussed out. Jaden looked like, ooh, you told mom what? I think it was a combo of awkwardness, ill jealousy, and a level of raunch for Sutton. Yeah, but she wanted in on it too, Joe, because she literally wore pants. She kept saying, I wore pants.
She had a stack of dollar bills.
Yeah, I wore pants, and I have all these dollars, and I wore pants, and my pants were just so long. I have to walk so slow, and Poor Sutton. Not really. She gets $300K a month. I want to be that kind of poor. I'm working on kind of poor, y'all.
I sent it to you on Instagram and Grown and Sexy. The screen grab from the episode itself, and it tells the name and the age.
The what?
And I got a picture got the name and the age of the little kid.
On the what? On Grown and Sexy.
Yeah, for the twin. I just wanted to make sure because y'all seem to think I'm crazy.
We debunked it already.
We just debunked it. You left us. We just went to the.
Well, I got kicked off. I got kicked out. So.
Oh, sorry. The last thing in Grown and Sexy is the indigenous thing I sent.
No, I just sent it like 2 minutes ago.
We don't see it. You got an
literally don't
whatever.
See it. We're not.
It's
Maybe
lagging.
You sent it to me by myself. Let me look. Oh, you sent it to. No, that's how cake is cooled.
Anyway, it was the blonde one, like I said.
No, it wasn't. But okay.
It is the blonde one, like I said.
No, it's not.
It is the blonde one. No.
Oh my God. Okay, so we'll show you.
You didn't debunk it.
We did.
You
didn't debunk it.
Just
I went to the episode itself.
How you gonna tell Garcelle she don't know what she named?
Look, she's so funny, Sebastian. She leaves in the middle of our proof.
I went to the episode.
Garcelle herself told who her child is. We pulled up Garcelle's page, not anybody else's. So Garcelle don't know her children?
Okay, let's see. So we just went to Garcelle's page. That's where we're starting, is with the mom. So we're going to her page. And then we're going to scroll down. See, it's Garcelle. She has a check. This is the mom of her children, right? So of these two kids, who said what at the beach?
It was that one. The one with the girl next to him. That's his girlfriend, Sienna.
Yes, the one with the dog was sitting at the beach looking at him like, oh my God, I can't believe you told mom that. Right? Is Corey gone again? Does she keep leaving? So, okay, look. So this one
is Jay.
She says here, Jax. She said is Jax. So Garcelle is calling this one Jax.
How do you tell Garcelle who her kid is? How you telling
Garcelle who her son is?
That's not because that's not Jax. She called him Jade on the show at the beach.
It says that's quality time.
quality time with at Jax and Sienna. That's not Jax.
How do you tell me?
That's not the one. That's not the one who had the girlfriend picture, honey. And
No,
Sienna is a black
the
chick.
other one has the girlfriend. That's Jade.
Sienna
Jade has
is
a girlfriend too. Jade has a
Jax
girlfriend
has a
too.
black girlfriend.
Jade does, and you're gonna see it down when
No.
Curve close.
What y'all? I'm done.
Curve, show her Ashlyn, because Jade has a girlfriend too, but he went to homecoming.
I just showed her. Look, she hung up instead of listen. I'm not sure what's going on with Corey.
She has network issues.
That is funny. Look, we just showed it. She keeps leaving in the middle of proof. I'm gonna leave this window open so when she come back, I just want to make sure I'm not crazy.
Are you telling Garcelle?
It's not as important to debunk her as it is to make sure that I'm not crazy, y'all.
How do you tell Garcelle who's her child?
Yeah, I don't know. It literally says it Jax, and Jax is her son, you guys. Corey, you funny. She knows her children. Thank you, Sheila. She knows her children. Yes. Problematic, Corey. You're being a little problematic. If I could see the scene where she was cursed out in my mind, it would be easier. Okay, let me see. But all I know is she knows her children. We know
Jax,
it was Jax.
Okay, she sent me the episode. Jax dyed his hair when he was cussed out. He was blonde as well, but he's no longer blonde.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she sent it to...
His hair was blonde then, but he was no longer blonde afterwards.
Add to stage. Look, I don't mind. I do not mind going. I said add it to the stage. Add it. Where'd it go? Can I add this? Where did it happen? There we go. It was back there. So now I have to go here, and then I'm going to go to the messages she just sent, and then we're going to go to Grown and Sexy, because that's our little thing. Use latest. Oh, look, it won't let me open it now. No freaking way. Look, it just...
I send it to you.
That's crazy. Yeah. Look, it's...
Yeah, because it's pictures. Those are pictures that she sent herself. That's why it's not letting it open.
Yeah.
But Jax's hair was blonde then, not now. He's changed his hair. It was blonde at the time, but now Jax he has black hair. But yes, Jill is the one who has blonde hair at the moment.
Right.
In that picture, you clearly see it is Jax.
Google's son racist remarks on Jax comes up. Okay, that's a good Google. Let me see. Google Garcelle racist remarks and Jax. Garcelle racist remarks Jax. Images. It is hard because they're twins.
They don't look alike.
Oh no, it just gives me a list of them. Garcelle Bouvet's son speaks out about hateful comments online. Garcelle's 14-year-old son aired, but it's always a picture of both of them.
No, they zoom in on which son it is.
Lord have mercy.
Which article are you reading? I have one from page 6.
I just went to... Here's a good picture. Okay, add to stage. So this one. So who has a little mole on his lip? Jax. So let me pull this up. And
I don't know how Corey's telling Garcelle who's her child. Like, of course. I sent you an article in the private. I sent an article in the private chat, and you will find it. Not in Instagram, in the actual private chat of StreamYard.
Let me go there. Okay. Bam. Open that. Stop sharing. And then minimize.
I know what I'm saying. I don't know why y'all get these kids confused.
And then we're going to present. Look, we're taking 20 minutes to prove our point. I love it. That's because I don't want to be like crazy in my own mind.
Right. And I don't want to misidentify children.
Ooh, I'm crazy sometimes. I could
Look
have
at that
swore I
page
put my
6
keys here and then
article.
I find them in the fridge. So let's keep going.
No. Go up.
Diana
You're going too far
Liquor.
down. You're going too far down. You're supposed to stay up.
Go up. X
Stay
off
up.
here. Up.
There's a
Leave
little
kids
video
alone.
that page 6 shows.
Rhetoric.
This video.
Is this it?
Unpause it. Just don't play the music.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna look right here real quick, you guys. And we will.
Oh no, that's the wrong thing. I don't know why it's showing that. Are you sure you're at the, you're at the right video?
Yeah, this is what you put in the thing.
That's not what it shows me on there. It shows, I think you're too far. You're down too far, or you click something else.
Well, I clicked this. This is exactly the article that came up from the page 6 thing in the private chat.
Okay, there it is. That's
then,
that's what you're supposed to see. And then play that video. Play that.
Okay.
And then they zoom in on the kid. There you go.
Bam! And that's definitely the quiet looking one with the girl in that picture.
Yes, he now has a girlfriend, but he was blonde back then. He's no longer blonde. I think they both were blonde at one point.
Right. Yeah, see, he did have blonde hair in that picture. But he's still 14. He's still Jax, and that's exactly who told her. That's him right here in the blue jacket. That's who told his mom, I needed you 2 years ago when all this was happening. That's so sad. That was so sad to me. Ugh, it broke my heart for her.
He deserved a beating. You see, Garcelle's.
I wish she would have checked in with them in private, because it kind of felt like a disservice to her kids to.
Okay, we should move on to Salt Lake. We should move on to Salt Lake City.
I wish she would have handled that differently. I totally do. That is so. No way, Krista came through with the freaking. Love me. I love you too, Krista. And actually, we have to go over to Krista's house pretty soon.
Yes, we do.
Because we have to go talk about. I didn't get to Salt Lake City over here. Krista, are you on in 5? Is it at 9 that I'm supposed to be over there, right? I know I was supposed to be somewhere, Krista. Sorry. Yeah, let's go over to Krista's house, you guys. You guys know who Krista is. Somebody drop Krista's link. So we can go over to Krista's house and pick up on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City at Krista's house. And then I'll come back later after I get out of Peter Pan play and do Miami and finish up Salt Lake for myself. But I said what I needed to say about Beverly Hills. Doritos needs to check her racist ways. Kyle needs to get off of Ozempic. And you know what? Also, you guys, I'm going to keep saying my theory on Kyle and Mauricio's split. In my opinion, Kyle is setting all this up so that she can leave Mauricio with a little money because the Nigerian prince is coming for their dollars because Mauricio's shady business dealings allegedly when he sold that mansion they had the Great Gatsby party at to himself, from himself, without telling the person he was representing that that's what was about to happen. And then he turned around and flipped it for an additional $30 million. You can't do that when you're a real estate agent. You have to let who's buying, who you're selling the house from, you have to let them know if you have a vested interest in the purchase. And then they have a right to tell you, well, no, I don't really want to sell you my house. Or yes, you can sell my house. And
a lot of people like Mauricio.
Yeah, they do, because they thought he was an upstanding guy. But obviously, the reason Kathy Hilton and her husband were so upset with him for stealing not only their clients, but also their agents, allegedly, is just the kind of human that he turned out to be, a stealer.
A little conniving, little.
Yep, allegedly. But yeah, we got to go over to Krista's house real quick, you guys. Sorry I didn't get through it. I gave myself. I thought I was like, oh, let me do 20 minutes each show and then we'll talk about it. But I did not get to Salt Lake City, and I have a standing reservation at Reality with Krista Marie on Fridays at 9:05 to go discuss these things. So I love my curvies though. So I hope you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. You see Reality with Krista Marie's channel. I don't think her link got dropped, but it looks just like it does here, Reality with Krista Marie. We go over there, we have a great conversation, different POVs, we all share it together. And yeah, we didn't talk about Diddy. I haven't talked about Will. I haven't talked about Jaguar Wright was right, and people were trying to just make her crazy for telling the truth. A lot like some people try to make the truth a lie right now.
And Wendy Williams,
oh my gosh, and Wendy Williams was right. And so many people were right about all these things that they've been hearing for so long. And look, we have so much to talk about when I come live again on Larger Curves. But in the meantime, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, ring the bell so you can come back when we talk about it some more, because you know we keep it real over here. I love you guys, and I want you to have a happy Friday. Live your dreams, shine your light, and everything will be all right. Okay? See you at Krista's. Peace.